From Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, between the hedges, it's the Mountaineers of Appalachian State against the 15th ranked Georgia Bulldogs. Good evening, everybody. Mike Patrick, Tommy Tuberville, and Paul Carcaterra. It's great to have you with us. My partner was a head college football coach for 21 years, won 159 games in that span. Coach, it's so much easier up here. Hope you have a great second career.
Well, we're going to have fun, but I know one thing, Mike. I've got a lot better seat up here than I had down on that sideline. Looking forward to it. Has to tell his players, listen, you can't win it in the first half, but you can lose it in the first half. They've got to play, not conservative, but make first downs and keep their offense on the field. Their strength versus Georgia's strength, their defense.
Jacob Eason, 2,430 yards a year ago. He is a pocket passer. They hope he will improve his accuracy this year. Hit only 55.1%.
You look at the impact players. Myquan Stout on defense, the nose guard number 92, has got to make plays. He's got to force double teams. And Eric Boggs, the linebacker, their leading tackler last year, has to make the play go outside. He's an inside backer. He's got to make Chubb and Sony go outside. Yeah, if you look at this, Nick Chubb only like 600 yards, a little under 600 yards, getting 4,000 yards, and that is a feat, especially with all the injuries that he's had. And of course, Sony Michel, he might get 4,000 himself.
Coach Tuberville, you mentioned Nick Chubb being back. Georgia fans remember 2015 against Tennessee with the season-ending injury for Nick Chubb. Bad news for opposing teams. Nick Chubb is fully healthy. Check him out this offseason, squatting 600 pounds. That's big boy weight.
281 and ran for another 505. Had 15 touchdown passes. A kid who grew up hanging around the Georgia football facility because his grandfather was the coordinator of high school relations.
Well, wide receiver Shandon Meadows, he's got to stretch the field for App State, and Jalen Moore, their running back. Obviously, he's going to be a heck of a player. Dominic Sanders and David Bellamy, both of them are going to be weak side to help on the option when they start running. They have not run it yet, so we're waiting to see what happens.
Chubb, first carry, breaks a tackle, but the pursuit gets him, and Clifton Duck made the stop, and it's a break for Appalachian State. Checked in to make it a two-back set with a blocking back in front. They run the option. Quarterback keeper, first down and more. Taylor Lamb. Good fake. Plenty of time for Lamb. The ball's loose. Lamb able to cover up all the way back.
Well, Taylor Lamb trying to get too much out of a play. You got to throw the ball away. That's a safety coming on the safety blitz, and he just got to get rid of the ball.
Eason forced into the end zone, and now he's got to run. And App State has done a terrific job, and there's a flag after the play. Myquan Stout was way out of bounds with Eason.
There's not enough in college football
Absolutely.
As it is.
And Eason is down. That means Jake Fromm will warm up, the heralded freshman from Warner Robins, Georgia, who was a high school All-American and early enrollee, so he got to go through spring. 46 games in high school in that tent. Here's what happens on the extra push by Stout, and he came up limping.
Yeah, just he turned his ankle. Now we've got Wildcat now with Sony Michel in the backfield.
And handed off to Chubb, and he's hitting the backfield. May have lost a yard.
Could possibly be ready to go again.
It's like a meeting on the pitcher's mound. You're going to make the umpire come out and tell you to break it up. Pass underneath to Nauta. Nauta gets out to about the 33. Let's check in with Clark.
Looks like Jacob Eason's headed to the locker room. I'll give you more details once I gather the information. But Jake Fromm, special teams coordinator, Shane Beamer, before Fromm took the field, smiled at him and said, have some fun.
Well, he is so far.
Just to be safe. No backs in the backfield. There it is, quarterback draw.
Called it perfectly, and Lamb is tripped up as he goes down to the 6. Check in with Clark. What do you have?
Well, gentlemen, just got confirmation from the Georgia training staff that it's a left knee for Jacob Eason. his return uncertain. But when you talk to the staff about Jake Fromm, their eyes lit up. This guy has all the tools to run this offense.
Throws over the middle. He's got his tight end, Nauta. That's his third catch of the ball game. And he's got a first down inside the 30. Nice touch on that pass. Fake it to Chubb. Post inside the 5. A perfect strike to Wims. Chubb. Nice cut. Touchdown, Bulldog.
He has got to get some help from the offensive line.
And Fromm has ignited this offense.
Wow, what a difference.
And Isaiah Lewis looked like they had a bead on each other. That's the end of the first quarter. The Bulldogs have taken control 7-0. Change. Blitz coming. Lamb out in the flat has more and more across midfield. Perfect call against that blitz. 2nd and 9. They show a 5-man front, and Moore had no chance. He was wrapped up immediately by Walker.
Watch Walker come up. He's just an outside blitz. They say he's the fastest guy on their front 7. Makes a good play. You know, it's hard to stop. They ran the wrong play into the right defense. What happened?
Adnan, thanks very much. Michigan defense stepping up, and here's a breakaway run by Michelle. All the way to the 34-yard line, a gain of 44. Chubb is back in. Boggs went to the left. The hole was the other way. Up for grabs and caught at the 1. Diving for the end zone is Javon Wims. Touchdown.
You watch, Ryder, just play action pass. They're going to throw the post route. Probably should not have thrown this ball. The receiver made him look a lot better than what happened. The DB just got out jumped. Great play by the receiver, and sometimes you get those.
It really was a poor pass, and if it hadn't been for Nick Chubb.
This kid, though, it's early in the year, and he's never played. This is amazing.
Eason's return is questionable. That ball's up for grabs and caught.
Ooh, what a catch.
Great catch by Lewis.
They were fighting for the ball, but great one-hand catch. Really good coverage. Go back and look at that catch. Look, the one-handed catch, he just out-jumped the defensive back. Same thing that happened on the touchdown for Georgia earlier.
What about draw? Lamb, no. Picked up, maybe lost a yard. Lamb underneath, complete for a first down to the 31-yard line. Nice throw, and in control was Malik.
Inside, we'll see right here. Oh, there's no doubt he had the inside arm hooked. He couldn't catch it with one arm, but good play. Got by with it.
Dominic Sanders and women's NCAA tennis championships. Georgia takes over, and Chubb straight up the middle and bowls his way down to the 35-yard line.
Getting the ball off quick. Most of it's three-step drop, getting rid of the ball. It's really side adjustment by the receivers and him. Same
Blitz
thing.
coming.
Yep, same thing here.
Well, that was a great throw. A long way.
He did. That was a dangerous pass for a 2-yard gain. But again, they're all side adjusting. He doesn't know the passing concepts as well as.
And Michelle checks back in. Georgia starting to dominate. Blitz coming. Man opening the end zone. That will draw a flag.
You can't do what he did. If you don't.
Pass interference on the defense, number 4. Penalty is 15 yards from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
You know, watch it. The ball's out of the hand. Duck gets lost right here. He loses the receiver. Doesn't look back. That's 100% pass interference.
Now he's in that wildcat. Student body right. Sony Michel to the goal line. Touchdown.
Out of Wildcat. Pulls everybody but the kitchen sink.
The result of the play is a touchdown.
And you can tell Sony Michel loves to run over people too.
Option, keeper. Lamb has
Great
the
call.
first down and more.
Defense versus offense. Another option.
Boy, and Lamb takes a shot, picks up a good game. More than 500 yards last year, Clark rushing the ball. Run an end around to Jalen Virgil, is one of the fastest players on the squad. He was the 100-meter champion in high school in Georgia, so you know he can really run.
I've had some good ones.
After the play was over, personal foul, number 75 on the offense. Penalty is 15 yards. It will be third down.
That's a killer.
Yeah.
Had a good drive going 15 yards.
But great work for the entire offense.
Michel is the tailback. They'll give it to him instead. Whoa, what a cut. Oh. Now, how much time as a freshman and a backup? Last chance, and Jalen Moore straight up the middle. He's got to take it the whole way, barring a penalty. And he's down to the 25-yard line. So hoping against hope he could make the big run. At the half, our score, Georgia 21, App State nothing. After a slow first quarter, Georgia comes up with 21 points, takes the lead over App State. Your impressions of the first half?
Well, if you look at the stats, Appalachian State is right in there. But if you look at the scoreboard, they're not. And then the problem is they haven't been able to handle the outside pressure with their deep offensive tackles from Georgia. And then the 3 15-yard penalties absolutely killed them.
Pass unleashed complete. It's the tight end who gets lit up. Blazevich makes the grab.
You know, just quick passing game, and it's a lot easier for the quarterback. Here they're going Wildcat.
Michel off the right side. Not much there. Christian Payne. Another look at Jim. It'd be smart. Put together a rather elite coaching staff.
Yeah,
he?
he really did. This is a great place to coach.
They've got plans for this stadium as well. Downfield, some contact there. There was a flag down before and a flag here. Shamar Jean Charles. Boy, it looked like he had position. He's entitled to his space.
Offside on the defense, number 7. That penalty is declined. Pass interference on the defense, number 8. Penalty is 15 yards from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Yeah, you see the defensive end jump offside. Number 6 now knows to run a go route. Number 8's got good position, but he's got his hands on him. It could have gone either way. Probably shouldn't have thrown that. I'd rather seen that been a no call.
Fromm hands it off to Chubb again. Nice cut. Down to the 5. Michel checks in. They'll run out of the Wildcat again. Hole closed in a hurry, and he's thrown down at the 7-yard line. Blankenship will come on to try a field goal. This will be from 23. In this game.
Yep, especially on the road. That's been the difference.
Chubb. He's not only big and strong, he's nifty when he gets in the secondary as well. Gain of 29. Chubb number 2 all-time, past another great back, Todd Gurley.
Crowd will get you fired too.
Crowd doesn't have a contract. Looked like it was overthrown, but he knew what he was doing. Wims was open deep. Chubb back in out of the eye. Inside the 5, would not be denied. Josh Thomas got a couple of handfuls, and that was it.
good night between both of these guys. Both of them, I'm sure they want 100 yards. They might have seen all the action they're going to get for this game. I would like to look at Swift.
This one's underneath. Absolutely no chance to get a first down. Upshaw makes the catch. And Dominic Sanders is one of the, after a 37-yard punt. That will end the third quarter. Georgia on top. His career as a reserve. He's a senior. It's DeAndre Swift who gets a carry. If a 100-yard means anything to either the runners or the coaching staff or anybody else, you've reached that point in the game where it's over. Why take a chance on getting him hurt?
He's on one crutch right now. He is running out during the huddles. He's coaching up all these young DBs. He's been a difference maker on the sideline for these young guys.
Ramsey is in. Fromm leaves, throwing for 143 yards. Ramsey, that's picked right in the hands of Desmond Franklin. And Franklin back to the 20-yard line. He's had all night. Lamb with time for the end zone. No. The tight end, Colin Reed, said he caught it. The official was right there and said you did not.
Defense, and it almost is a good throw. We'll see here if he does catch the ball. Referee's right on top of it.
Heck of a try by Colin Reed. Third and long. Lamb can't find anybody. Now takes off. All that room. Lamb to the 5, to the 1. Touchdown.
So much for shutout.
All you had to do was mention it, right?
That's right. That's a good run.
Yes, it was.
Good run.
Due to the hurricane. Danny Etman said it's not football season at LSU unless there is a weather issue. This is the norm since I've been here, and obviously all of our thoughts and prayers with.
And the problem was obviously disastrous, but the thing is, it lasts for years.
You just Ramsey picked again. Jordan Fair this time left.
That's what makes it great. New quarterback.
Draw play. Zach Thomas, the redshirt freshman. Kid who can run, has a big arm, and a real future at App State.
Scott Satterfield, they don't have nothing. They don't have anything to be ashamed of tonight. They competed.
No. Thomas getting a little work, swings it out in the flat. App State sends Rubino on the field to try a 43-yard field goal. Long enough and right down the pipe. Yeah, I'll bet you Lincoln Riley has talked himself into that if he didn't know it to begin with. He's a sharp guy.
Yep.
Leaves 1-0. App State gets 10 points late. Make the final score look a little better, and it's 31-10. That's the final here.